15.000 Münzen aus Kleinasien lagern hier. Für jede einzelne wird ein Steckbrief erstellt mit ihrem Gewicht, dem Typ, sprich dem aufgeprägten Bild, und dem Fundort. Das gleiche Prozedere erfolgt in den staatlichen Münzsammlungen in London, Oxford, Paris und Kopenhagen. Insgesamt werden 200.000 Münzen inventarisiert und die Daten anschließend zur Auswertung nach Oxford geschickt.
Wenn die Menschen der Antike ihre Schätze sicher verwahren wollten, mussten sie irgendwo vergraben. Und wenn dann der unglückliche Besitzer aus irgendeinem Grund nicht wiederkommen konnte, blieben sie für immer im Boden liegen, bis Archäologen mit Metalldetektoren anrückten und sie bargen. So wurden die Münzen erhalten und liefern uns heute wertvolle Informationen. Wir können genau bestimmen, wo die Elektronmünzen im Umlauf waren. Hier im Kernland des Lydischen Königreichs. Sardes lag etwa hier. Und die griechischen Stadtstaaten hier an der Küste. Die Münzhorte konzentrieren sich auf einen relativ kleinen Teil der westlichen Türkei, weil die Münzen aus Elektron bestanden, diesem Gemisch aus Gold und Silber. Gold und Silber waren wertvoll, das war seit langem bekannt. Aber wenn man beides mischte und Münzen daraus herstellte, war deren Wert nicht sofort ersichtlich. Wahrscheinlich hat das Lydische Königreich also bewusst die Legierung gewählt, damit die Münzen nicht aus ihrem Machtbereich abwanderten, sondern vor Ort blieben. Und wie wir sehen, ist ihnen das gelungen. Denn auf der Karte befinden sich fast alle Horte von Elektronmünzen in diesem Gebiet.
Ansammlungen von Elektronmünzen wurden also ausschließlich innerhalb der Grenzen von Lydien und der umliegenden Stadtstaaten gefunden, woraus die Wissenschaftler schließen, dass sie als Zahlungsmittel außerhalb in Umlauf waren. Diese Besonderheit bleibt etwa ein Jahrhundert bestehen. Dann ändert sich alles.
Diese ersten Münzen waren nicht unbedingt zum Brotkaufen geeignet. Würde man sie mit unserer Währung vergleichen, dann wären das keine 1-Euro-Stücke, sondern 100 oder 500-Euro-Scheine. Dieses System aus Elektronmünzen, das sich auf eine kleine Küstenregion Kleinasiens beschränkte, im Nordwesten der heutigen Türkei, blieb rund 100 Jahre weitgehend unverändert. Doch dann tauchen plötzlich keine Münzen aus dieser Gold-Silber-Legierung mehr auf, sondern entweder reine Goldmünzen oder reine Silbermünzen.
Audio Input Device Check. This is a male voice, presumably 30 or 40 years. 100% was my score in the last trainings exams. I repeat, 100%. I couldn't believe it myself, but the self-designed and properly implemented software approach apparently worked and have led to a result score of 100%.
All right.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
So let's go to the White House now, where President Trump is speaking in the Oval Office about an executive order that he is signing. Let's listen in.
Group of people behind me. mostly medical people and brilliant people, and they really know what they're doing. And I just want to thank them. They truly gave their lives in terms of the time and all of the incredible work they've done over the years in arriving at the position they have now. Most respected people in the country. Today I'm pleased to announce that I will be signing an executive order to reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 controlled substance with legitimate medical uses. We have people begging for me to do this, people that are in great pain. For decades, this action has been requested by American patients suffering from extreme pain, incurable diseases, aggressive cancers, seizure disorders, neurological problems, and more, including numerous veterans with service-related injuries and older Americans who live with chronic medical problems that severely degrade their quality of life. And it's so really, I mean, just, I can't tell you, I think I probably have received more phone calls on this, on doing what we're doing. I don't think I received any calls on the other side of it, but hopefully this reclassification, which by the way polls at 82%, will help many of those patients live a far better life. We're joined today by Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's doing a fantastic job, Administrator of Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, Dr. Mehmet Oz, the FDA Commissioner, Dr. Marty McCary, Director of the National Institutes of Health, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya, and the Director of the National Institute on Drug Abuse, Dr. Nora Valkow, as well as Dr. Ilana Braun from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, Duke University's Dr. David Casseret, the National Commander of the American Legion, Dan Wiley, and my friend Howard Kessler. Howard, how are you feeling? I'm telling you, he looks better than he did 20 years ago. But I don't want to go through what you went through to get there, right? But it looks like you're doing great. I'm proud of you. I want to emphasize that the order I am about to sign is not the legalization, or it doesn't legalize marijuana in any way, shape, or form, and in no way sanctions its use as a recreational drug. It has nothing to do with it. Just as the prescription painkillers may have legitimate uses, but can also do irreversible damage and never, you know, if you look at some of the damage that can be caused, wreck lives, and if it's abused, it's never safe to use powerful controlled substances in recreational manners, and especially in this case, if you take a look, illegal and unregulated drugs, very, very bad thing. So I've always told my children, don't take drugs, no drinking, no smoking, and just stay away from drugs. I have been, they would look at me and they said, Dad, would you stop saying that? I would say it every time I looked at it practically. Young Americans are especially at risk, so unless a drug is recommended by a doctor for medical reasons, just don't do it. At the same time, the facts compel the federal government to recognize that marijuana can be legitimate in terms of medical applications when carefully administered. In some cases, this may include the use as a substitute for addictive and potentially lethal opioid painkillers, and they cause tremendous problems. This can do it in a much lesser way, can make people feel much better that are living through tremendous pain and problems. 40 states and multiple U.S. territories have already recognized the use of medical marijuana. This reclassification order will make it far easier to conduct marijuana-related medical research, allowing us to study benefits, potential dangers, and future treatments. It's going to have a tremendously positive impact, I believe. We're also asking Congress to reconsider its classification of hemp-derived CBD to ensure seniors can access CBD products they have found beneficial for pain and other reasons. Some people are literally dying, and they're dying with tremendous pain, and this can, in many cases, literally stop it. And they have their senses about them, as opposed to painkillers, which don't allow that, don't